Alrighty, and as Yorogoko here indicates, hi, it's time for the Mandalorian review. And following up on the last time, we're taking Mayfield out of jail for his job, and got a lot of the crew here. We still got Ming Na, I'm forgetting her name.
What?
Ming Na's character.
Hold on. I might be able to find
Physica, what's one thing on there? And everyone's favorite Cardoon, and Boba Fett, who's now had a chance to repaint his armor, because, you figured most of that probably came off while getting out of the Sarlacc pit, but now it's all nice and shiny, and even painted over the dent. And, of course, Mando. And nice little, kind of a Guns of Navarone type raid on an Imperial refinery to get the coordinates of Moff Gideon's ship. So the thing is, okay, it's simple. You just got to get to it at a computer terminal on Imperial base and, get in and, okay. But the thing is, it's got to scan your face. To make sure you're not some kind of rebel spy or whatever. And set up, one thing, we get to this base. They're refining some very volatile stuff. Hijacking a truck in the process. And of the 4 trucks that are shipping this crap, there's the only one that makes it through, because you got pirates, native pirates, trying to get on there and blow them up on the way in there. Because, this is Empire. They don't give it the natives. But they get in, and turns out, they find a terminal, and the officers mess, and one of the officers there is Mayfield's old commander. I can't do this. He might recognize me. So Mando goes in, and I think this may be one of those little, peace offerings to Pedro Pascal. Long scene without the helmet, finally. Because they got to scan the face. It scans the helmet. Now, error. You got 10 seconds of, so he has to pull the helmet off. We see a nice long thing with him without the helmet. Okay. That should keep him happy. Yeah. Fennec Shan. Yeah. That's Ming Na's character. And so you got Cara Dune, Fennec Shan up the top. They're both, snipers, for the day. And we also, as a little talk with this Imperial officer, swarmy as all hell, Mayfield kind of loses it after a little talk about all the death and destruction, and basically blows him away right there. It's like, oh shit, did I just do that? It turns into a shootout. They got to go through the window, which is overhanging basically Hoover Dam. It's like, watch that first step, it's a Lulu, And get it to the top, and meanwhile the 2 girls are picking them off, picking the Imperials off one by one, and the guns up top. So they had this pretty much worked out here. Okay, you get in, get the information, and to get out, Boba Fett swoops in a Slave One, gets them off the roof, and they fly back out. And it's all pretty a good, solid plan. And nobody gets a case of the stupids, And the one improvisation, well, even then, everyone's not quite getting there is totally understandable. Mando's not used to being, he's gotten used to being armored that can take a lightsaber, so it kind of gets caught off guard. One of these pirates hits him in the stormtrooper apartment, and break. Oh shit! Forget. And as they're flying away, reestablish that Mayfield was an Imperial sharpshooter. So, give me the rifle. Boom! And he blows the place to hell by blowing up one of the trucks, which takes out the entire place. It's been pointed out that sometimes, comedians make the best dramatic actors. And, Bill Burr is definitely living up to that. And I think, between his monologue on Saturday Night Live and just being in the same presence as Gina Carano, it's got to be setting off the SJWs left and right. So, good, solid episode. And, of course, the capper being when you got the little holo message where Mando throws Moff Gideon's words right back at him. You have something I want and means more to me than you will possibly know, and I'm coming for him. And I think it's a safe bet that if the next one either it's going to lead to a cliffhanger, or at least a build up to, I think it's going to be getting the whole band together. It's follow the same pattern as last season. All the little threads that when the seeds were planted in the first episode on, and now we're going to bear fruit. And I think we're going to see Bo-Katan back. We're going to see Ahsoka Tano back. We're going to see the whole gang raining down on Moff Gideon's pointy little head to get the kid back.
He's got a pointy little head.
Figuratively speaking, there.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah, this kid's coming home. Okay, so again, after the cluster stup of Discovery, this is good to come to this one. And okay, these guys know what they're doing. They respect the lore. They respect the audience more than anything. That's a big thing. The
rabbi would call it a palate cleanser.
But yes, very much so. So, then the discussion on Twitch stream, but these self-serving morons that take over these IPs to try to turn them into some kind of platform, it's something that these were never intended to be. One, you only do is you piss off the core fan base in there in the first place, because one, they don't want to preach to it. They're trying to get away from life for a while, and you're turning it into something that it was never meant to be in the first place. Therefore, driving away the fans. And you think you're going to get new fans? No, you're not. Old fans bring in new fans. If you have no old fans anymore, who's going to tell them to go watch this? You hope they stumble across it. You're not going to get those fans, get the fan base back that you had before. That's why the Mandalorian is being praised as, yes, this is Star Wars: A New Hope right here, the Mandalorian. That's the one keeping the flame alive. Because also, when you respect the lore, you also respect the fans that like that lore, that like the show just like it was in the first place. No changes made. Thank you very much. You could add to it. By all means, add to it, build on it, But the second you start doing everything you know is a lie, and this is how it really happened, you just pissed off your existing fan base. God help you trying to build up a new one. That's something that Star Trek, they have yet to figure out at CBS. That's what they're doing with Star Trek, and I think Doctor Who is, I don't know, certain chapters have kind of woken up to the point, but other ones are saying, no, we must pursue this. This is a holy cause to these idiots. This is their religion. They must make everything about the cause and right these wrongs, and everything in life must, just duty to this, to this holy cause of whatever. I don't know what the hell it is anymore. You can't even say it's equality or justice. It's like they're segregationists now. It's like, they're so convoluted and screwed up on their own ideology. They don't know what the hell they're for anymore. So, but that's getting into a rabbit hole I don't want to go into right now. But like I said, maybe it'll be another cliffhanger where next season's going to be about rescuing the kid. I hope not. I think this storyline's gone on long enough to then you bust the kid out and then have the cliffhanger being like what happens afterwards where they start coming after you for daring to oppose Moff Gideon. But I think we should definitely wrap up this part, get Bo-Katan back the Darksaber, and maybe find out instead of Moff Gideon seeking revenge, have whoever's behind Moff Gideon seeking revenge. And for God's sakes, don't make it the Emperor. We saw him fry and turn into that. And also, this would be a good time to have Sebastian's, or maybe if they can do a proper de-age, Mark Hamill. It's been 5 years since Return of the Jedi. If they can, might even have a computer, just a little thing with a little tape on the side to, pull back the wrinkles. Make them look like, like just been a few years since Return of the Jedi, not 30 or 20, whatever. I don't know, 30 years, 30, 40 years almost, from Return of the Jedi. Oh, God. Anyway. So next week it's we're up to episode 7, so we got a few. I got a few episodes left of this one. I did like 10 episodes, 8 or 10 episodes.
Something like that.
Well, anyway.
And I just realized it was playing Valen Hess.
Okay, who was the...
He was the Night King in Game of Thrones.
Oh, okay. I wouldn't
Richard Brake.
Okay, wouldn't recognize him that way, but,
Welsh-born,
Yeah.
but his family emigrated to Atlanta when he was like...
That explains the Georgia accent, yeah.
Yeah.
And also to be appropriately creepy. But it didn't do the old thing. But anyway.
He's always played creepy.
Well, some guys are born to play creepy. He's probably a puppy dog in real life. He's a total teddy bear. Gives the orphans whatever.
Yeah, he's about your age.
Great. Anyway, on that note,
PayPal,
Patreon, subscribe star, like, share, subscribe, yada, yada, yada. And we'll get back at you later.